Hi, our next topic is backup and recovery. Backup and recovery. What is backup and recovery? See, data backup is an we are making backup is like we are making copy of the data from corrupted file. Okay, the thing is like we are backup is like whatever the thing which we store it in our data, whatever which we store in our database, everything what we make is we usually make it in a backup. That backups are like everything. We make it either in an way like weekly backup, monthly backup, or else daily backup. Whatever the backups are done. For example, even in WhatsApp, WhatsApp will make a backup. WhatsApp will make a backup of every day, even by 2 o'clock like that. If people you have found that if you have used to it by 2 o'clock or some time in the midnight, it makes the backups. All these things why we are making to make a production of data and to create the retained sole purpose. The thing is we have to retain the soul of the data. By evaluating the backups, the methods of recovery considerations and the retentions, it has to be successful. And the data archiving process has to be better. Why we are moving to the data archiving? Data archiving is a process that is like data archiving is a process of moving data that is no longer present active. That is data archiving. Whatever the data which is no longer available. Okay, or no longer is actively used. These kind of data go and get stored in a storage, and that holds the primary storage details, and that reduces the amount of backups in the time to time. Okay, when what is the purpose of backup? Backup purpose. What is the purpose? First one is disaster recovery. Second one is operational recovery. Third one is archival process. What is disaster recovery? Disaster recovery that performs to address the disaster recovery needs. Okay, this disaster recovery that is performed on the backups to address the disaster recovery needs. The backup. What is like backup? The backup copies are used for restoring data at an alternative site when primarily the backup strategies of disaster recovery are not in use. Okay, what is that? Operational recovery. Why we are moving towards the operational recovery? Always data environment changes with every business, right? Data environment is getting changed to each and every business. The environments of data storage is very different, and we have to make up backups and to avoid the loss of the digital and logical functions. What is archival? Archival is a process that is performed to address the data backup recovery. It is a traditional method of making the enterprises of whatever the enterprise might be, small, medium, large, whatever the enterprises might be, the long-term preservation of transaction of records. They usually preserve the records in a long term. Like, for example, our email ID. Email ID is an archival method, and that stores the very long-term data. Right from the email that has been started and that have been created from that to the end till now, this email are used, and that stores the data, and that makes the archival process. Okay, now the next topic is backup methods. Backup methods. What is the backup method? What are the backup method? One is hot backup, another one is cold backup. Okay, one is hot backup and another one is cold backup. Hot backup is like, it is an application, when application is running up, the users make the access of backups, and that method is referred as online backup. And the cold backup, when the process is not running, when the process is not active, during the shutdown process, the backups are done, and this is done in the offline backup. This is online and this is offline. Okay, these are the two different methods of the backup methods. Okay, our next topic is backup process. What is backup process? Backup system is a client server architecture system. Client server architecture system. Okay, this client server architecture system, what it makes is, it makes a backup with the server and multiple backup clients. It makes the backup with server and multiple clients. Okay. The next is, we are going to see the backup architecture. See, here is an application server. Application server and backup client. Okay, and this is moving to backup server storage node. Backup server and storage node. And the backup data is transferred from the application server to the storage node. Okay, and from the storage node, it is either moved towards the storage array, and the location of it is stored in the tape library. See, the application server that stores the data and that access the applications to make a storage function, Okay, from here the data backup has to be moved on to the storage network, that is storage node, and the storage node has accessibility to store the data in the storage array as well as the location, the index in the tape library. Okay, this is the metalog catalog. Here we can make a metadata catalog. Okay, this is how your backup storage process is done. Here we have backup storage operations. What are the operations that are involved in backup storage? See, first of all, we are having backup server, okay, and the storage node, backup server, storage node, and the backup device. Okay, backup server, storage node, and the backup device. First, what? And here application clients 1, 2, 3 and many. Here are some application clients. Okay, first, where the process is initiated. Start of the process is initiated. The start is initiated from the backup process in the backup server. Okay, the second, the backup server retrieves the backup related information from the backup catalog. See, this is how your transformations are done. Okay, first the start of the process is like applications that make the backup data, and the applications are executed here to make a backup process, and the backup process, how the operations are done is like, and the backup server is first, it is initially the process is scheduled. Whatever the process, first initiation you have to schedule the process. Okay, first the process has to be scheduled. Second, the backup server retrieves the backup related information. The backup server, it retrieves. The second option is like the backup server that retrieves the backup related informations from the backup catalog. Okay, from the backup catalog, the details are retrieved from here to the backup server. Okay, then the backup server instructs the storage node to load the backup media and the device. The third process is like that stores and that initiates the backup media. And when the backup media is get initiated, it is moved towards the clients. When the backup functions are initiated, the instructions are moved towards the clients, and the metadata of the backup storage is get retrieved. Okay, then the backup client sends data to the storage node, and the storage node sends the data to the backup node, backup server device. Finally, the informations are from the backup device to the backup storage node to the backup server, and from backup server to the clients. Every process is like it is the initiated and the process are done in a simultaneous manner. Finally, the backup records and catalogs are updated with the current status. Okay. And now we are moving towards the restore operations. What is restore operations? The same. Backup server we have applications here. These are application clients, and here we have a backup server, storage node, and the backup device. Okay. First process is like backup server scans the backup catalog. First, this backup server that scans the backup catalog, and what kind of data it has to be identified, and what has to be retrieved, and which has to be restored, and everything the backup server analyzes. This backup server that makes the analysis process. The next function is like the backup server instructs a storage node to load the backup media. This backup server that instructs a storage node, and which kind of data it has to be retrieved, and that has to be functioned. Then data from the disk, the backup device, everything it is retrieved, and the backup of this functions are retrieved to the storage node. From the storage node, the metadata has moved towards the backup server. Now, backup server that updates the catalog. The functions are like, it is a cycle process so that you can function the process in a perfect manner. These are the operations of the backup process. Okay, the next we'll be seeing about the backup topologies. What are the backup topologies? We have here backup topologies. First, backup. Why we are moving towards the backup topologies? It has 3 types: direct attached, LAN based backup, third one is SAN based backup. Okay, first one is direct attached, second one is LAN based backup, and third one is SAN based backup. What is direct attached function? Here, see, we have a backup server, and here the application server and a backup device. Okay, this is application server and the storage node. The direct attached backup function that attaches directly to the client. Only metadata is sent in the backup server through the LAN. Here only metadata is sent. The rest tells functions are not used with the LAN connections. Okay, now the data is transferred from the backup device to the application server, and from the application server the backup server gets initiated, and the transactions are done through the LAN connections only when our backup server needs a metadata. Okay. The next is LAN based backup topology. LAN based backup topology. Here, the application server and the backup client. Is here, and the backup server storage node, backup device. Okay, now everything is connected to the LAN function. LAN connection. Everything is connected to the LAN connection. Now, how it has happened? All the servers are connected to the LAN. Initially, each and every servers are connected to the LAN, and from the LAN, the storage node is directly connected to the LAN, and each individual nodes are connected to LAN initially. Okay, from the LAN, the data are transferred from backup client to the server, and all the other systems are connected to the same segment. Okay. The next is the next topic is like SAN based backup topology. SAN based backup topology. Okay, what the process is done here? See, this is the backup server. Okay, this is the LAN connection, and from the LAN connection we are connected to the application clients and application server and backup clients, and we are connecting to the FC SAN here. From the SAN we are connecting to the storage node, and from the storage node the backup device is connected, and the process is like every LAN. See here, the metadata has to be transferred from application server to backup server, and the storage node need to be connected to the LAN connection, and finally the storage area network FC SAN, fiber channel storage area network FC SAN, that has to be connected to the storage node. See here, each and everything, it has to be interconnected, and the data from backup storage node and the backup device, and it has to be moved towards the fiber channel to the application server, and from the application server to the backup server. See, this is how the process has happened here in the SAN based backup topology. Okay, the next is like we have mixed backup topology. Mixed backup topology. What this mixed backup topology is like? We'll be having two application servers. See here, one application server 1 and application server 2. Okay, these application server are connected to the LAN, and here it will be a backup server, and the applications are connected to the LAN connections. Okay, here we will be having two applications, and one applications will be connected to the fiber channel, and one application will be connected to the LAN connection. This is how the mixed topologies happened, and the storage node is directly connected here to the LAN. This is a storage node, and that is directly connected to the LAN connection, and the fiber channel is connected to the storage node, and the LAN connection is also connected to the storage node FC SAN, and from here the backup device is connected. Okay, this is how the process has happened. Here we have two application servers, and one connection is connected to the LAN connection, and another one is connected to the fiber channel SAN connection, and these are connected to the storage node individually. Okay, Okay, we have a concept of serverless backup. And what does mean by serverless backup here? Serverless backup is a LAN-free backup methodology. Serverless backup. Serverless backup is a LAN-free methodology. Okay, this creates a copy of the network attached to the controllers, and that extends the copy to the SAN. Okay, and those backups are referred as serverless backups. What is they? This makes the copy of the data that is created by the network attached controller by utilizing extended copy of SCSI protocol, and that makes the that applies the applications with the SAN, and hence you doesn't need a server here. Okay, this is what the serverless protocol, serverless backup is. Okay, your next topic is backup technologies. Okay, backup technologies. Where all you will be storing the backups, and what are the different kinds of storage process? It's like backup to tape. Okay, we make a backup to the tape. We make a backup to the physical tape library. The backups are done to the disk, then virtual tape library. Okay, these are the 4 different kinds of backup technologies that are used. Why we are having to make a backup? We need to make a backup because we need to retrieve our original data without any corruption. And why this is done and how this is done. Whenever you want to make a backup, and you can make a backup to that tape. This is what your first function is. Then where you can make a backup, the physical tape library, you can store your data and you can make the backups. And to the backup to the disk, you can make the backups to the disk. And finally the backups are done in the virtual tape library. First one, backup to the tape. This backup to the tape is a low cost, it is a low cost technology, and that is extensively used everywhere. Okay, this tape refers to the sequential order of linear access devices, and the data is done through the written and read functions. And what is the next is like tape mounting. What is tape mounting is like the process of inserting the tape cartridge into the tape drive. This was done in a previous functions. How we could make the tape library, the tape mounting, everything in a practical process. This can be done using read-write functions. Okay, the next is physical tape library. What is physical tape library? See, this diagram shows you the physical tape library. This is the front view and this is the back view. These are referred as cartridges, and here you have to import your mailboxes, and the linear robotic system is done here, and the drives are connected here. Every drives are connected here, and the power systems, server glass main controller, management input unit, everything is individually connected here. Okay, this is how your physical tape library looks like. This is what we call it as a server, and where we store the physical data. Everything we make a storage here in a physical tape library. Okay, can you understand how the physical tape library will be? Okay, the next is how the data is streamed towards the tape media. Consider this is a tape. Have you all seen with the tapes? And the data is, see here, the colors here it varies. This color is one color, and this is one color, and this is another one color. These are three different types of data streams that are individually connected and that are saved in a format like one after the other. It forms in a stream manner. Data 1, data 2 and data 3. Then data 1, data 2, data 3. Like this, the functions are streamed here. What a stream is like? A stream is always a bit function. Okay, the streams are always bit. These are divided in a bit, binary digits. Binary bits. The streams are always divided in a bit format. So, it is individually divided in a bit format, and the streams are used like sequential order. Okay, your next function is like backup to the disk. How you make a backup to the disk? Like we use a CD drive. You all remember, right? The CD drives. Still we are using it. And the functions used here in backup to the disk is like RAID methodologies. We have already completed with the RAID technology, so that backup to the disk functions are already completed with this RAID functions. As like RAID, what it does, it stores the data in the disk. And how it stores? It stores in a multiple orders. RAID 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Until 6 functions, 6 methodologies, the RAID functions are done. Now, the majorly used function is like RAID 3, 5 and 6. The next one is virtual tape library. What is virtual tape library? We store the data in a virtual manner. It is loading to the ready time. Always the functions will be done as like in a storage network.